Hello, and thank you for joining me for Ask Gardener Lynn. Our email question today comes from Jackie from Victoria, Australia, and she wrote, "Hi Lynn, thank you so much for your wonderful teachings. I'm intrigued to know how you manage to eat so many greens, as I would like to do the same. Could you please share some recipes, especially the bok choy you eat for breakfast? Or better still, print a cookbook of how best to use your lovely produce. Many thanks." So when I was growing up, greens were iceberg lettuce and spinach in a can, and I had to teach myself how to like greens. And I'm glad that I did. I can really tell the difference in my health when I eat my greens. So according to Dr. Terry Walls, we should eat 9 cups of leafy greens a day, and smaller people eat 6 cups. So I was glad I was on the smaller side, so I decided to eat 6 cups a day. So you want to measure it raw, chopped, and packed into a measure cup. So my favorite greens that I like to eat are bok choy, spinach, Swiss chard, beet greens, collards, Chinese cabbage, and kale. Alright, so here are the 4 ways that I use to eat 6 cups of greens a day. Okay, number 1, greens that are sauteed in oil will be less bitter. This was what I needed to eat the greens, and I saute all my greens. Alright, number 2, cut the greens very thin, kind of like coleslaw. So this made them very small and easier to eat. Number 3, I would make skillets with different flavor profiles. So I would use spices to change the flavor of the greens. So my top 4 favorite profiles are one I call stir fry, which is ginger, garlic, and gluten-free soy sauce. Number 2 is Mexican, that's garlic, onion, and cumin. And I react to peppers, but you could put peppers in it. That would really cover up the taste of the greens. And number 3 is Italian. I use basil and oregano in that. And number 4 is bacon. So I add chopped up bacon and bacon grease to the greens, and that really changes the flavor. So changing the flavors makes a big difference, and I was able to eat the greens 3 times a day because the flavors were different for each meal. Alright, number 4 is mix the greens with other vegetables in my skillets. So I could add broccoli, squash, carrots, mushrooms, or other vegetables. And I usually will add 2 to 3 different vegetables to my skillets. This was a great way to kind of hide the greens. So I could get a bite of food that was mixed vegetables and the greens, and not just eating straight greens. Alright, and then number 5, which is an extra one, it's not in my skillets, but what I do is I dehydrate and powder the greens, and then I add them, the powdered greens, into cookies, breads, crackers, and smoothies. This is another way to get some greens in. So once you get used to eating that many greens, it really becomes normal, and you don't have to go to such extremes to get them down. And I actually crave them now, and I eat them with less flavors added. I still saute them all the time because I don't really like bitters. So Jackie, good luck with eating your greens. They're going to do you wonders for your health. Now, if you have a garden question you would like answered, go ahead and send us an email. The address will be in the description below. Also, if you'd like to learn how to grow $2,500 worth of organic produce, including greens, in 128 square feet with only a 15-minute a day commitment, sign up for the High Performance Garden Show. It's free, it's online, and you can find it on our website, thelivingfarm.org/high-performance-garden-show, or click the link below.